What are some of the most mind-blowing, little-known facts that will completely change the way we see the world?
A female turkey can lay an egg that doesn't need to be fertilized by a male turkey, and the baby that hatches will always be a male.
Every element heavier than lithium had to be created in the core of a star. Every element heavier than iron had to be created by a supernova.
Benford's law. How large data sets of numbers behave in very predictable ways. It's one of the easiest ways to detect if a company is cooking its books.
Grizzly bears in Yellowstone eat around 300,000 moths a month, and it accounts for 1/3 of their calorie intake.
If you stand in any planet or moon of the solar system, and you look up, you'll see the same night sky as we see it from the Earth, same constellations and all. That's how unfathomably far away the stars are compared to the planets. However, there's one exception. If you stand in Pluto and look up, you'll see that Proxima Centauri looks slightly off compared to its position from the terrestrial sky. That's how unfathomably far Pluto is as well.
There are only about 25 blimps in the world.
At one point the human population was between 1,000 and 10,000. We came so close to going extinct.
You always have more knowledge than you can put into words, Michael Polanyi. You can never fully articulate, for example, all of the knowledge that you rely on in order to ride a bicycle. There is always some remaining knowledge that you're leaving unspoken. Polanyi's book Personal Knowledge Blue, My Mind, Edit. The Tacit Dimension is a more compact book covering some of the same ideas.
Just how capable ancient humans were. At least 50,000 years ago, humans crossed about 60 miles of open ocean and colonized Australia. The timeline for colonizing America has been consistently pushed by CK. For tens of thousands of years, modern humans coexisted with other ancient hominids, essentially. But not quite the same as us, but close enough to breed and produce viable, non-sterile offspring. I find it absolutely mind-blowing to think about.
Cheetahs aren't big cats. They are very large small cats.
During the Cold War, the American government set up a fake metal mining company, then had them get set up in the Soviet Union. Because the metal that was needed for the SS-71 could only be found in Russia, the Americans mined and paid for Russian metal that gave the Americans the ability to spy, uninhibited on the Russians.
Babies can die from lack of love, human touch, cuddles, hugs, nuzzles.
San Juan, Puerto Rico should be named Puerto Rico. San Juan, it got mixed up by a map maker.
Not sure if it's a little-known fact, but it blew my tiny mind when I learned that there have been sharks on Earth for longer than there have been trees.
Woolly mammoths still roamed when the pyramids were built.
Answers from this post will be on a TikTok.